Hello, Dr. La-Toya Gaines here from Family Matters Counseling. So, I'm gearing up for the webinar tomorrow, Saturday, October 24th at 10 a.m. For those of you that have registered, I am excited and ready to begin. I'm putting the finishing touches on that and getting some final information that I want to share with you. But after the live webinar or the live video that I did earlier this week, I got a couple of folks who were asking some questions about the strong Black woman and how that might contribute to feelings of depression, which is something we're going to be talking about in the webinar. So I wanted to come on and say a little bit about, just give a little snippet, a little taste of what you can expect to get more information about in tomorrow's webinar. So part of the thing that comes up with this strong Black woman label is the fact that, Black women are traditionally seen as embodying this strength that most people don't have, and it sort of started this stereotype started during our enslavement. Right, we worked through childbirth, we worked through illness because we were forced to, not necessarily because we were stronger than the average person, but we were forced to. Um, so the problem comes in when we internalize that belief that we are stronger than most, that we can bear anything, that we can bear most things. And so we take that on, we believe that. And then it helps us to feel like we're more in control when we're not. So it allows us to have this feeling of that we can endure anything, that we can suffer through anything and still make it. And not to say that that's not completely true, but the problem comes in is that it allows us to avoid feelings of vulnerability. And we praise one another for that strength. When we see it in other Black women, we praise them for it, right? We praise them for, being strong, for carrying the weight of the family, for carrying the weight of the world, the weight of their children, the weight of work responsibilities, the weight of relationships and marriages and all of those things. We praise one another for not breaking down, right? And it what winds up happening is we really repress and suppress our own needs. So we run around taking care of everyone else and acting as though we don't have any needs that we need other people to help us fulfill. I don't know about you, but I'm going to own this. I have a very difficult time asking for help. This has been my year of working on that. And part of it is, we don't trust other people to be there for us in the way that we show up for them. But the problem is we don't hold people accountable to being responsible for their part in our relationships. So in addition to the culture praising us for it, we wind up suppressing those needs in ourselves. And then we're silent about it. We don't talk about the needs that we have. We don't share them with anybody else. Is our burden to bear, if you will. And so we keep our emotional pain to ourselves. And once you go about repressing and suppressing your own emotional needs while feeling others, you start to feel a little resentful about the fact that these other folks are, taking from you, but you aren't getting anything in return. And you don't even feel that there's a place for you to ask for what you need in return. And so it's just a continual denial. So we're really good at giving people what they need, but not very good at asking for our needs to be met. And it leaves us with an emptiness. And so that's part of what contributes to that feeling of depression. If you're planning to attend the webinar tomorrow, which I hope that you are, we'll talk more in detail. I get a little bit more in detail. I don't want to give all of it away, right? I don't want to give all of it away. So join me tomorrow, 10 a.m. For the webinar. I got a few seats left. So if you haven't registered, make sure you do that. And come with questions. Come with concerns that that you're interested in having addressed. I'm really excited about putting on my first webinar and really getting the word out about this topic. I think it's something that we sort of talk about behind closed doors if we're talking about it with our close friends. But I want us to have a larger discussion. I want to create a safe space to have these kinds of discussions about what's happening in Black women's mental health, and how it affects us individually, but also how it affects us in relationships, how it affects our parenting, all of those things. So if you are interested in participating in this discussion, getting some more information, trying to figure out, am I depressed? Am I anxious? Am I suffering from seasonal affective disorder? What's going on? Then this webinar is for you, and I hope to see you there. Again, this is Dr. La-Toya Gaines from Family Matters Counseling. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you at the webinar. Bye-bye.